Hello and welcome to the conclusion of a video. So 5 years ago I did this video, which is a 5-star predictions video. Yes, it took me 5 years. In that video I talked about 10 books that I thought would be 5 stars. Today we're gonna see if I was right. Spoiler, probably not. I don't even know exactly what books they are, so we're gonna have to rewatch. Fun times. So first I have Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. Okay, Truly Devious, book 1. I don't have those books anymore. I wonder why. I read Truly Devious I think 2 years ago. It was about this girl who is at this school and there's like a mystery, and the mystery also happened similarly like 20 years beforehand, and there's like a singular murder and she can't investigate for the life of her. I didn't like this series. The first book was okay, I think. I don't even remember what rating I gave it. Not good enough because I have sold the entire series since then. I gave it a 3 star. So first book, wrong. Did not get that right. 2 stars off, actually. This whole series, oh, I said the whole series. Next I have the Wayward Children series by Seanan McGuire. So Every Heart a Doorway. This book I do have. Every Heart a Doorway by Seanan McGuire. I love short books. If it wasn't that short, who knows? I think I gave this a 4.5. The series is about children that go to like magical worlds, kind of like Alice in Wonderland, but the worlds are very different, and we follow the characters going to this special school for them that helps them deal with that. I think I gave the first one a 4 actually, and the second one a 4.5. The rest of the series, not as good. I gave one of the books a 2 star, which is Across the Green Grass Fields. Hated that one. I still haven't read books 7, 8, and 9, and there's 10 and 11. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I haven't read 8, 9, and 10, and there's book 11 coming out now. I don't know. I still haven't finished the series, but the book that I put in this video was this one, so I did read that. I gave this a 4. I was 1 star off, not as bad. Didn't love this though. I didn't love any of the books in this series. Then I have the Strange the Dreamer duology by Laini Taylor. Strange the Dreamer duology. Do I still have that, or have I sent it into the ether? So this is kind of going to spoil my unhaul a little bit, but they're going to be unhauled. I read both of them. I annotated them both because I really thought I was going to love these. I think I ended up giving them both a 4 star, but that was me being generous. I don't think I'd ever reread them. I'm going to be honest, the only thing I remember is there's a blue character. They can talk to each other in their dreams, and that's about it. That's a sign. That's why I'm unhauling these. I don't know what this is about anymore. Is this my problem? I don't know. I remember things about other books that I liked. I don't know. I gave these a 4, but realistically they might have been a 3 or a 3.5. I'm gonna actually check. Book 1 I gave a 4. Book 2 I gave a 3.5. So 3.5, 4. I still don't care about this series. Either way, it was not a 5 star, which is the point of this video. They weren't new favorites. Words are hard. So third book in this video, I'm wrong. I don't like being wrong. Next I have a book that I also thought was a duology but is not, which is A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Brigid Kemmerer. Okay. I also am unhauling those. Hold on. This trilogy, A Curse So Dark and Lonely, 3 books. I annotated them as well. I love retellings, which is why I really wanted to read them and why I thought I was gonna love them. I'm out of focus. Love that. The first book is about a girl from our world who gets teleported to the fantasy world where this story is set, and there the prince is turning into a monster during the night, or like every blue moon or something. and he needs someone to fall in love with him to break the curse. It is Beauty and the Beast. All three of these, and there's like other stuff, I don't know. Emberfall is the magical place, and she's from Washington, D.C. I liked the first book, and I think the last one I gave a 2-star. This one. Hated this, but we'll make sure. The first one I gave a 4. Second one I gave a 4.5. Loved the second one. And then the last one gave a 2, which is why I'm unhauling them. If it had just been these two, I think I would have kept them. This ruined it, which is a very common experience for me, where the last book really fucks me up, and this is the case with this series. I did not like the main romance in this story. I liked the side character Gray. Love him. He is the best. I really wanted him to thrive in a different way, but it didn't happen, which is very sad. I really didn't like the ending in this. I didn't like a lot in this. These are good. I wish that these were by themselves and this was not real or different. I don't know. I just didn't like this, and it ruined the series. Once again, either way, none of them were a 5. Book number 2 was pretty close, 4.5, just a half star off, but this was just a 4, which is the book that I talk about in the video. And it's the first book in the Mistborn trilogy. Mistborn. So, The Final Empire. Let me go get it. So this is another book that I will be unhauling at the end of this year. Did not like it, unfortunately, the whole series. I listened to the audiobook of this one. I did read it at first, but then I could not deal with it. Second book I also listened to, but I think I DNF'd it. Don't remember. Either way, I think I gave this a 3. Not my favorite. I don't like this kind of book writing style. I don't like the story. I didn't like the romance. I didn't like it. I thought it was okay. I didn't love it. People really, really love this series, and I don't get it, personally. I really don't. It's just not for me, I guess. So, once again, really wrong. I thought I was gonna love the series, which is why I bought 12 books, 14 books by this author. Here we are. Not my favorite. Next I have Good Omens by Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman. Good Omens. I unhauled that. I DNF'd it a few years ago, I think 2 years ago, or I don't know, I think, I'm not sure. I could not deal with the writing style and I just gave up, which is sad because I thought I was really gonna like it because I love Neil Gaiman's books, specifically his middle grade. Apparently I don't like his adult. Maybe it's Terry Pratchett that I don't like, but I don't know. I just didn't care for the whole story about the Antichrist and then the very like hectic writing style. I don't like it. I don't like it. Next I have the Nevernight series by Jay Kristoff. Okay, we have a win. We have a win. 1. We got 1 out of 10. Nevernight. I gave this a 5-star. Thank God I got 1. This is about a character called Mia, and she goes into this school that teaches you to be an assassin. And that is so cool. Love that. I love this story. I didn't love the whole series, if I'm gonna be honest. I think the second book I gave a 5, the fourth I gave a 4. The fourth was not good, in my opinion. Not as good. I still read it, but the plot is just really crazy in that one. Don't know why we did that. Choices. I really love Jay Kristoff's writing style. I think he does a really good job in this book. We have footnotes that are funny as hell. This book is really funny, which is something I really love about this author. Even though I don't like the book that I'm currently reading by him, Empire of the Vampire, the writing is what keeps me going. So this has the best of both worlds. The writing is really funny and well done, and the plot is really cool, and the main character is really cool, and I really love her. I just, thank God I have a win. This is one of my favorite books. Now, I read this a few years ago, I think 3 or 4. I think it was 2021. Don't remember, but I read this like it was crack. I loved it. I recommend if you like fantasy and like assassin stories, this is really cool. Would I recommend the following books? Maybe not, but that's just me. The last book was a bit disappointing, but this is just so good. Which is Marissa Meyer, and it's the Renegades trilogy. Renegades. Let me get it from my unhaul pile. So I decided that I'm unhauling these. Spoiler, part 3 of this video. I just don't love them as much as the Lunar Chronicles. Maybe it's because I read them and I was too old for them. I don't know. I annotated all of them. I think the problem is me. I gave this a 4, I think, from what I remember. I didn't love it. It wasn't something that I was like, oh my god, this is great. Live, laugh, love. I liked the plot, the like superheroes versus villains, and are the superheroes doing good or are the villains actually villains kind of energy, but I just, I don't know. It just didn't click for me. It is good, don't get me wrong, but not a 5-star, which is the point. I really love this author. I think her writing is really easy to get through and engaging, and I really love other books by her, but this just did not work for me. Unfortunately. Like it did work. I'm being very dramatic because it's not a 5. I gave it a 4. That's still a really good book, but like, why am I unhauling them, you may ask? I'm never gonna reread them, and they're not a favorite, and I don't have space. So I need to sacrifice some books, and these are those. Because I've read them, I like them. Will I ever reread them? No. Do I remember half of what happens? No. Which is not great. So, this is another loss. But it is To Kill a Kingdom by Alexandra Christo. Okay, To Kill a Kingdom. I still have that. I think I read it on New Year's of 2021. Don't remember, like 2022, 2021, I think. I don't know. I think I read it the year of this video. This was the first book I actually got to. Crazy. And this is about a siren princess girl. She's like the daughter of the Siren Queen and a prince. And it is a romance, but she is tasked with killing him and bringing his heart to the queen. And I really liked this at the time. I think I gave it a 4. It is fast-paced, fun. I think the romance was cute from what I remember. It's been 5 years. I don't actually remember a whole lot. I just remember really liking it. I read it on New Year's, so I remember the day changing and I was reading this, finishing this. I think I really enjoyed the romance. I really like mermaid stories. I'm just a girl. So I thought it was fun, and it was a 4-star, and I think I would reread this. So I think that's good. Okay, last book, I think, hopefully. And the last book slash series is The Cruel Prince series by Holly Black. Okay, where is it? The Cruel Prince. I annotated this. I read the whole series. Did I give it a 5? No. So we only got one book, right? But I gave it a 4 or 4.5. I don't remember. I really like their... Okay, how am I going to explain this? The vibes are there, but I don't love it, if that makes sense. I really like Jude and Cardan, I think their names are, if I'm remembering correctly. I really like them. I really love enemies to lovers, so this is the embodiment of enemies to lovers. I really like Jude as a character, really interesting. I really like the side characters, especially from the like little squad that she's in. I don't remember their names. I think one of them is called Bomb, but I don't remember. I like it. I don't love it, but I would still recommend this because it's a really fun series, but it's not one of my favorites. So yeah. So those were all the books in my 5-star predictions from 5 years ago. I only got one right, but that's okay. I knew I was gonna be wrong. The moment I read like 3 of them, I was like, yeah, we're done. Which is why it took so long, because I knew I was going to be wrong, and I hate being wrong. But I was wrong, so there's that. The only book that I liked was Nevernight. We got 1 win out of like 10 or whatever it was. It's okay. Hopefully the other 5-star predictions that I've done is better. Let's get 2 right. That would be stunning. I don't know how to do 5-star predictions, to be honest. I'm not very good at predicting if I'm gonna love a book. I just happen to love it. I sometimes don't even expect to love it, and I love it. So, I don't know. This was the only one that I was right about, and that's because this plot is very, very my taste, and thankfully it really worked for me. But that is everything for today, and I'll see you in my next weird video. Bye!